Hello, we are at the Antique Off-Road Willys and Jeep Show in Coal Township, Pennsylvania. I'm here with Kaiser Willys and we have a little booth set up. And this is the first year for this event and there's quite a turnout. We had 28 Willys Jeeps here and they did a trail ride and a historical scavenger hunt yesterday. There's some parts vendors and swap meets, a food truck. It's a lot of good things going on. So let's take a quick walk around and check out some of the cool Jeeps that are here. All right, well, you know this one. This is the Red Eye Garage Jeep. It's got lots of Kaiser Willys parts on it. Brought that out and parked it next to the Kaiser Willys booth. So we have Andrea here helping out with magazines and Jeep, her vast Jeep knowledge. So anytime we're at a show, make sure you stop by. We got coupons, lots of Jolly Ranchers, Willys Lifestyle magazine, and some new and featured parts to show off. All right, so here's one of the more unique ones here. This is a mule. It's kind of like a Jeep, but it's a little transport cart that you sit right out on the front. It's pretty unique. And then we have GPW. There were a few military Jeeps here. You may have seen this one at some of the other shows. It's owned by Dustin Snook.
Hello, my name is Kyle Buchter and I am with Off-Road Consulting. This is the Antique Off-Road and Willys Jeep show. This is the first year. I wanted to do a trial with it, and we go to a lot of the other shows, but when you build a vehicle like this, you want to take it to as many places and converse with other people that have them also. So this is a perfect venue with the history in the area to do an event. So this was the first one and it seemed popular, so we'll keep doing them. Well, this has a lot of off-roading history with the Line Mountain racing here that they've been doing, I forget how many years, like 50 or 70 years, but they all raced flat fenders and antique vehicles back in the day. So I wanted to bring some of that history into the area. There's dealerships, things like that. So there's so much history here that's kind of getting forgotten. I want to bring some of that out. I want them to try to find some of the old ones that were around and bring them to events like this and talk about that history. And they're all on board, so I think it's going to grow pretty much from here. There's 3 dealerships in town. There's just so much history here. I just wanted to bring that out and, of course, incorporate all of our loves for these vehicles. So Saturday we did what a lot of the shows have been doing in this area, where they have trail riding the day before. This being at the Anthracite Outdoor Adventure area, there's 8,000 plus acres of trails here, so anybody, as long as they fit the safety requirements, could have went out on the trails. And we had a group of 5 or so that go out. I also put together a local scavenger hunt for drivers to drive around town. If they didn't want to go out and get their vehicles dirty, they could drive through town, recreate some of the old pictures I have of the Willys dealerships. The scavenger hunt in town was finding the old dealerships. There's some older vehicles that are randomly parked to be able to drive by, see them, kind of just a scavenger hunt, looking at the old vehicles. Next year we already have planned, I want to have it that if you've never driven say a column shift 2A, I'll have mine here that you can drive it around the field. If you've never driven an FC, take it for a little loop here around the field. Then you could see what it's like with them. This year we had a gentleman in New York who has an FC. He was thinking about putting a V8 into it, and I was trying to talk him out of it, put the original engine back in. After he drove mine, he's like, nope, keeping it original. So I want to have that type of thing for the Saturday, and then Sunday's the show and shine and swap meet. And I wanted to thank everybody that came to this. For the first year, we had almost 30 vehicles. That was a great turnout for the first year. And I also wanted to thank Kaiser Willys for supporting us by giving us some giveaway items and promoting the event. So we're already planning on it being the same weekend next year. We'll pick dates here shortly, but see everyone next year.